Okay, so this is what I allow to my my people to eat. You know, so basically for raw food, I only allow them to eat whatchamacallit, sweet syrup. So sweet syrup is easy to harvest, and it replenish anyone who who eats that. And if you can look over here, I have like sweet syrup. I have 1,323 of that, so that's a lot. I get slope as well, but slope is like, this is like last resources. So they don't really eat that. They will always go for sweet sour. But I just put slope just in case that, you know, there's nothing else to eat. But so this is slope, slop or slop. So you make that through the workbench over here. All right. So if you look over here, I put 200. And I only use raw insect meat. I don't use red meat or poultry or grain or anything else. You can take sweet syrup, but I wouldn't pick that. I don't anything. The only thing I would use is raw insect meat. The reason is because I have too much of insect meat. So if you look over here, I have 817 raw insect meat. Raw red meat is hard to get, and I use it for something else. Same thing for raw poultry meat. I use it for other dishes. Dried meat, I use it for other things. Buttermelon, same thing. Glitter cap, I use it for other things as well. So the only thing that I use for slope is pretty much a raw insect meat. But it depends on you. You can use other materials, but it's me. I think that raw insect meat is the best because I hunt. You know, like when I get raided, like over here, I get a lot of raw insect meat, and they get spoiled because because I don't use them enough. So you see over here, I have 803 insect meat. So if I don't use them, they're gonna get spoiled. So go over here. Cook meal. Sometimes if you don't want them to eat some specific food, because some people are vegetarian, so you have to remove the meat. Everything that is meat automatically, like see this girl Sora, she's vegetarian. If you look over here, refuse to eat meat. So basically, if you go back over here, she will never eat. So you say I cannot check it. So she will never eat meat. Same thing with raw food. She'll never eat meat. You understand? So you need to have vegetarian food. And like I said, the syrup. The sweet syrup is something that she eats and that replenishes her and makes her happy as well. So I have a lot of it that's gonna last forever. So she doesn't even need to eat anything else, to be honest with you. And yeah, so that's it. So anything that's meat she will not eat, but I allow everything else. And for her, same thing. So if I go to Rita, you gotta look, is she vegetarian? Meat pie favorite. She likes meat. So this girl doesn't, she loves meat. It doesn't mean she doesn't eat vegetarian food, but she prefers meat. So what you can do over here, if you go over here, you can choose to give her raw food. You can do that, but I'm gonna keep my raw food for something. I try not to use my raw food because I need it to cook. I need to cook some stuff, so I don't give them any raw food. I will allow her that and that as well. Grain, nope. Quick meal, everything is good. I'm gonna leave the veggie. You know what? I'm gonna remove the veggie, because because if she eats the veggie and there's no more veggie food for her, then it's not gonna be good. So I'm gonna remove that. Quick meal, tasty meal, veggie, remove. Meat pie, bread, okay, all right. There we go. So you have to choose accordingly. All right. Beverage is okay. There you go. So you also have to double check if they have an intolerance to something. If they have an intolerance to coffee, you want to remove coffee. But that's why you have to double check here to see what she likes and what doesn't like. So for the food over here, so does he have food issue? Nope, no food. So I'm gonna give him this. Others, cook meal. I think I'm gonna remove everything. Yeah. Yeah. No. Actually. Yeah, quick meal I'll remove. I'll give him tasty. Because he's hard to please. He has, you know, like his happiness is hard. So I'm gonna give him, no, we're gonna review meat. I'm gonna remove that. Meat pie. I'm gonna give him bread and meat pie. So okay, everything else. Okay, so basically tasty meal. I'm gonna make sure nobody else touch bread and meat pie. So I'm go back over here, remove bread and meat pie. Quick meal. Okay, wait, that's Emlyn. All right, raw food. Other over here. Does she have a preference? Ratatouille. Okay, I don't have any ratatouille. So if there's a ratatouille somewhere, I will leave it for her. But I don't have ratatouille right now. That's that. So bread. I'm gonna remove bread from everyone. This one is no bread. Tasty. Remove the bread. This guy. Remove the bread. Quick meal, all right. This guy, remove the bread. So basically the bread, if I do bread, I'll leave it to this guy, to Connor, because he's hard to please. And how much do I have bread? I have one. So whenever he's hungry, he's gonna grab the bread. And yeah, all the food I leave them in the fridge. As you can see, is the fridge good? He's not consuming, so there's an issue with the fridge. What the fuck? Okay, Connor, come and fix this shit. Repair the fridge. What the fuck? No, this needs to be repaired 24/7. This needs to work. Connor, come. Okay, that's good. And now, so what's the difference between the food fabricator and, let's say, the EI cook stove with a cook? So basically, the food fabricator is actually making any recipe that you can do. So basically, it's going to do all the recipe that you want him to do without having a cook, without the need to have mats. It's usually producing these food out of thin air, you know, like so using the atoms or whatever, you know, sci-fi, whatever. So basically, that's what it is. But the thing is, the inconvenience that it takes, like you see this one, the bread, it takes 9 hours to do it. As you can see, one bread takes 9 hours to do. All right. If I use the cooking stove, it's gonna take less. It's gonna take 1.5 hours to make. If you can see on the right, it says time to make 1.5 hours. But if you go over here, the bread over here will take 9 hours. So it's gonna take a long time. That's why I always leave this on. The food fabricator is always on 24/7, so that somebody can come and, you know, just press a button to make it work all the time. So that's, see, this one's 9 hours, meat soup 6 hours, veggie soup 6 hours, grain porridge 6 hours. But if you go to the cooking stove, this one takes 1 hour. You see, it's faster. So basically, what it is that the food fabricator, don't forget, it consumes 20 energy per hour. It's only to assist. It's only to assist the cook. You understand? So what I would usually suggest for the food fabricator is to fabricate like bread, like the one that is maybe, you know, harder to make. But I put everything over here. I put everything over here just in case, you know, like, well, actually, I'll be honest with you. What I suggest you to do is to do the hard dishes, the one that takes longer to make, like the bread, the meat pie, you know, buttermelon pie, 9 hours, because these one takes a long time to make, you understand? So, but again, I don't rely only on the food fabricator to make these things. I mostly rely on the cook to cook what needs to be done. Now you're gonna ask me, why do I put the, you know, like the highest cooking recipe at the end, at the bottom? The reason is because if I put them at the top, if I put, let's say, sweet meat bites at the top, it's gonna take 2 hours to make. And that's kind of long, I'll be honest with you. That's why I need some, because the thing is, I need to have food. I need to have guaranteed food in the freezer, in the fridge. If I don't have guaranteed food, these guys gonna die. You understand? So I need to have guaranteed food. But that's why I'm gonna start with the easiest one, which take only an hour to make. So I have guaranteed food in the fridge. So when she's done with the you know, the easy food, she's gonna go up with the those that takes a little bit longer to make, but which will give more happiness as well. As long as I have food, it is more important to have lower food in your fridge than to have no food at all and everybody's starving. Trust me on that. And yeah, so that's the difference between the food fabricator and, you know, the cooking stove. Alright guys, I hope that you like this video, and I hope it helps you to figure out what you should give them to eat.